Yes, I woke up like this. I gotta get myself together. So I'm going in with my mist bottle with the water and the oils. The oils that I'm going to be using today, because I used all the other ones up, is peppermint, rosemary, and tea tree. Okay, now I have like a couple of bottles of peppermint, so peppermint is going to be almost in every water bottle until I use it up. And I love tea tree for my scalp and skin and things like that. And my mom actually got me rosemary, so I'm trying it out. So that's the combination I have in this bottle. Let me also explain that yes, I went to sleep. I did have a, you know, sort of a ponytail up, and you see half of it is falling down, but I sleep with a satin bonnet, and I sleep with on a satin pillowcase, or I sleep with the bonnet or just the pillowcase. So last night I just slept with the pillowcase. I didn't use my bonnet, so that's why I end up waking up like this, half up, half down. Coming on YouTube for the world to see. But this is what you got to get comfortable with for yourself. If you decide to go to any types of locks, you have to be comfortable with whatever your hair looks like that day. Okay. And unless you're going to be the type of person that you know, do a hairstyle on their hair every day. So to make this easy, I'm just going to put the top up, and I'm going to start with the back. I'm going to shake up my bottle, and let's just do it. Let's talk. So I'm making sure I get in my scalp too. So what's been up? What's been up with y'all? Let me tell you what I've been looking at on YouTube, y'all. That's a funny video that I need to do. But I've been looking at videos on people's experience that they have when they move. Particularly Atlanta. I've been looking at a lot of video, and I don't know how I fell into this trap. You know, you look at one person's video and then other ones start to appear. But I've been looking at a lot of videos about people's experiences when they moved to Atlanta. You know, how some people moved there with no money, or some people, one girl I watched, she moved there with no money, but she had a job already to start. And of course she got the hookup. I can feel a lot of loose hairs in between my locks. I'm going to try to zoom in with the camera as I show you this. That's loose hair. And it's just curled up right there. That's just one place I was able to find real quick. So what I'm doing is going through, I'm making sure my locks are not locking together. They're all individual. I'm checking for any of them that may have slipped totally out. And I'm also running my fingers through the ends to make sure those haven't stuck together. So now, let me let you see the back. Here you go. So this is pretty much sort of detangled, moisturized with my water spray. This one is almost getting ready to slip out. And I think I really want to wear it up in the back. But I just got to figure out how to do this. And you guys, I think I'm at neck length. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a picture right here that I found on Instagram that lets you know, the different lengths that your hair can be at and what they call it. And I think mine would be considered neck length. You let me know. This is if I put my head down. This is if I hold my head up or straight. I think I'm at neck length. And I don't know where this one came from. It's really short. Sometimes I think hair just be growing in between these locks. But it looks like it's really this long, but it's not. The thickness of it stops right here. So I would guess that's about 3 inches long. All right. Let's pull another layer down. So we can probably get this done in 3 sections. And I try to do this at least once a week, except for the week that's my shampoo week. And actually next Saturday is my shampoo week. So this week I'm just going to moisturize. I looked at Marquise Brownlee's video on the next MacBook, and I was like, oh hell no, $8,000 for a MacBook? That's where I'm gonna stop. It's the new i9 MacBook, and they are thousands of dollars, but it didn't really get a good review, so I'm going to wait. Like he said, you can either decide to pick it up now, or you can wait it out and see if they make some improvements. Looking at his review, he was saying that many people have reported that the laptop gets real hot. I don't want to spend no $8,000 on something getting hot. And oh yeah, this is the part I wanted to tell you that was really funny. When I was starting up the conversation about what I've been looking at on YouTube. I saw one video of one girl scratching off lottery tickets. Yes, lottery tickets. And she did this challenge where she purchased every lottery ticket in the machine. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Let me see what, see what it's hitting for. I'm trying to hit my scalp now because, I got the tea tree in here. I want to make sure I hit my scalp. I suffer with, I have seborrheic dermatitis, and I haven't had a flare-up in a long time. But I make sure to try to take care of my scalp and inspect it. That's why you see me coming on here, at least showing you this part where I inspect my scalp, my locks, and everything on a regular basis. Because when I had traditional locks, my hair thinned out. I mean, it came back once I went to the dermatologist and got all the medication. But if you notice, if you take time at least once a week and inspect your locks and your scalp, you can catch things before they get to be really, really bad. My hair thinned out, but it came back. So this is the next half. And I don't have anybody helping me film, so this is me trying to show you. I think I got it all nice and detangled. My scalp and everything is moisturized. Maybe I can do a French braid in the back. So yeah, I was watching her scratch these lottery tickets. So her and 2 other people, so it was 3 of them. They did a challenge where they purchased every ticket in the machine. And it cost her like $240. Oh. And I'm sitting there watching her, scratch it off as she's talking. And I was like, wow, people really do these types of videos. I mean, she's got a good audience and everything. But honey, she only got like $70 back. I'm too chicken. I am too chicken with my money. I am too chicken. But then after I got through watching her, you know, other people started popping up. And I was able to see this man who spent $900 on purchasing a book of tickets. Like, you can buy like the whole book. I think you go in any convenience store and you just, you know, ask them for the whole book. And the whole book was $900 even. And we'll get these ends real good. And then I'm going to do exactly what the loose hair ladies do. Praying, you know, just make sure I rub that water in these locks. Ooh. And so I can't remember what the name of the scratch off was that he bought. Like, he bought a whole book of them. But he got back, it was either $2,500 or $5,000. So he got his money back plus. But I'm too scared to I am absolutely too scared to take that chance. And he got the majority of his money back on the first card, because it was 5 times the amount, 10 times the amount. And once they added up, like, he would get like $15 and it would say 5 times the amount, or $20, 20 times the amount. And he had all of those numbers like on the first card. So he got back the majority of his money on the first card. Or he got, yeah. And everything else was over. He had a good one. He had 3 books he could choose from. And the dilemma at the beginning was which lottery book he was going to choose. And the store man was like, no, I'm not going to pick. Oh, no, I don't want to be. So they wind up taking the newest book, because evidently these scratch-off tickets have serial numbers or something on it, and you can tell which one is a new one and which one is an old one. Whatever. I think I want to come back and do some foundation shade checks just to see, do I have the right shade? Because if I'm switching in between conversations. Let me stop. So yeah, I just got into this rabbit hole. Fell into this rabbit hole of looking at people's scratch off lottery tickets and all these different games that they were playing amongst themselves on YouTube about these lottery tickets. Okay. I still watch my flight attendant girls. Yes, I still watch my flight attendants. I think I told y'all that a while back ago. But I have, I don't know, about six or seven young ladies here on YouTube that I watch their flight attendant adventures. And I love it, because I feel like I'm going places with them. And then when I go places, I know what to look for, you know, where to tell them to take me to and the things I want to see. So yeah, I've been keeping up with my flight attendant girls. And I just went back and watched the Queen's Supreme Court. I had not seen Maddie since, I think, her first episode, or a little bit of when she had Tiffany Pollard, and I hadn't watched it. And I went and looked at it because Funky Dineva was on there, and I had a good time watching that show. There we go. So I got my hair good and moisturized. If you have any suggestions for a style I can do for this week.
So good sometimes I don't, like, no. I finesse down Western Road, like, so good sometimes I don't, like, no. I finesse down Western Road.